Hey, you guys. I'm here today because I really want to introduce this new portion of my channel that's going to involve relationship, dating, and discussions surrounding those topics. Luckily for you, I do have a partner in crime that will be joining me so that we can provide you guys with not only a female perspective, but a male perspective as well. I think that's kind of important when it comes to these types of topics so that we understand how we all feel and how the majority of us all think. So,
guess that's my cue. And actually, it's gonna be a female perspective and the right perspective. You know, I'm just saying. What's up, y'all? I'm Cliff. I'm Tay's fiance, and thank you for letting me join you in this.
Don't be funny. Don't.
This production for your fans and the viewers out there. You know, once again, my name is Cliff. Follow your boy too. You know, behind the scenes.
Oh, go ahead and plug your handle in there, bro.
Cliff the Gift. See, I forgot my shit because I don't even say it, but it's at the Cliff the Gift. You know, so yeah.
Anywho.
But all right. So what's good?
So I put on Instagram not too long ago that we would be introducing this vlog, and I wanted to know if there were any particular topics that you guys had in mind for us to touch base on. I filtered through a lot. There were several really good ones, but I dialed it down to a good 5.
That's some weird shit too. Some good ones, but it's some weird shit.
I selected 5 different types of questions that we can kind of, go into discussion with you guys for this first particular vlog. Now, let's see what the first question was. How do you maintain trust with all of the social media attention that each other receives? This question's for you, boo.
Well, first off, I don't get any social media attention, so it's pretty easy. But honestly, man, the way I view it, social media, it's social and it's media. So just like when you go to the movies and you watch a movie or you watch television, it's production and it's scripted. Well, more oftentimes than not, social media can be scripted as well. I mean, you see these people on there, with 1 million followers, and they're living this glorious, luxurious lifestyle. But a lot of this shit is scripted. I mean, it's not always what it seems. I mean, everybody has their ups and downs and trials and tribulations, and so do those that you follow. But that's one thing. As far as the trust aspect, I mean, it's social. It's media. It's fake. So Tay puts up a picture. She's a beautiful young lady. She gets 5,000 likes and 100 comments. I mean, if these guys have eyes, they're going to hit the like button and they're going to comment, "Oh, you're so beautiful. Oh, my God. Yada, yada, yada." I got to expect that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a beautiful lady. Wouldn't you expect for a man to compliment a beautiful lady? That's what men do. A single man sees a beautiful lady. More oftentimes than not, if the confidence is there, he's going to approach her. He's going to say something. He's going to comment. He's going to speak. He's going to offer a compliment. And that's just what that is. I don't give two shits. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's whatever. At the end of the day, it's my woman. You may be offering a compliment, but hell, I love her. She loves me. There's trust there. If there is no trust there, then you have issues. But if there's trust, I mean, there really shouldn't be an issue. If we trust each other in real life, so I'm not gonna not trust her in social media fake life. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I never understand how the people get the issues with the social media and stuff like that,
And also, I think that when you're with someone, you know how that person moves. You know how that person thinks, or you should anyway. With that being said, I'm not going to handle my way. I'm not going to present myself, I should say, in a way that I know he's going to feel some type of way about.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go and comment certain things that I know he can see that he's going to feel uncomfortable with. Because at the end of the day, I'm a reflection of him. He's a reflection of me. Yeah. And with social media, everybody can see what you put, So you have to be cognizant of what type of image you're putting out there, what type of commentary you're leaving, what type of
type of commentary you allow. I mean,
that too. You know, you have to be. I won't say that. You know, you have control over the things that people put on your page. So he doesn't necessarily feel any type of way about that because he knows that I don't have any control over that. However, I do have control with the way I respond to it.
That's it. That's really what it boils down to.
That's really all it is. You have to be respectful of, you know, what your partner feels comfortable with.
Yeah.
And if you can't respect, you know, the things that make them uncomfortable and stop doing them, then why are you in a relationship? You know, you're just trying to control the situation.
Yeah, so that's the issue I think a lot of people have. I mean, they forget when you get into a relationship or a partnership, that's exactly what it is. I mean, it's teamwork, it's a partnership, it's a 50-50 meet in the middle. I mean, you don't put yourself in positions to make your spouse, significant other, your partner, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever the case may be, you don't want to make them uncomfortable. Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to put them in a position
stranger
that'll hurt them, whether it's their feelings, whether it's something emotional? I mean, your job, really, you should try to avoid that. I mean, you see it and you know what's right and what's wrong, and put yourself in their shoes. If you know that this is going to make them feel uncomfortable, then what's the point of doing it? You know, for a like, for some hard eyes, for some attention. Well, if that's the issue, you know, you need to be focused on getting attention at home with that significant other, with that spouse, with your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, fiance, whatever the case may be. You know, it's Instagram, man. It's Facebook. It's Twitter. It's social media. You type a few things, you put an emoji up, and you just leave that shit alone. You put your phone away, and then you go back to real life. You know what I'm saying? People put too much stock into it, and it shouldn't be that way. You know, at this point, I know that social media has it's benefited both of us because it allows for her to a degree to work from home and help, you know, her get to a place where she wants to be financially. And that's the way I see it. It's a business. It can be a business for some. For some it can't be because, again, it's social. But in her case, it's social media. It's a business. It's a job. So I have no problem with some of the commentary, the compliments of the things that guys leave or people leave. You know, I would have a problem if she were to entertain it, you know what I'm saying? But she doesn't because she is, you know, she thinks about my feelings and vice versa. I'm not going to go write, "Oh, baby, I love you so much, you know, would you please take me out," to some woman's page. I put, you know, a basic ass emoji, give a thumb up, a muscle sign, a fire sign, and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a basic compliment. But I'm not going to entertain. We're not going to go back and forth.
Also,
you know,
one thing I've noticed, which is important too, not only is your response to certain topics important, certain posts important, but also if you have a significant other, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, a boo, bae, whatever, and they want to be a part of your social media, they want to feel included. They notice you post the homies, you post your girls' night out, but you don't post me. Why not? That really feeds into a person's insecurities when it comes to your page and what you're doing and your DMs and what you are allowing. If you feel some kind of way about letting the world know about me and about our relationship, what's really going on? In real life, you're cool, you know? In real life, it's all good, but on social media, you hide me, or you untag yourself from my photos, or you don't include me on certain things. Why not? You have to take that into consideration, because if my man was doing that, I'm going to want to know why. You know, you can put up your family, you can put up your friends, you can put up, you know, happy holidays, selfies, but you're with me every day. Why am I not on there? You understand? That is only grounds for insecurities. All you're doing is allowing your partner to build insecurities surrounding your social media. And if you don't want them on your back about your social media, include them.
True.
I mean,
true.
Because I see it all the time.
I never have that issue. I mean, Her social media is her social media. We take a picture together and we post it, then I'm cool with it. If we don't just sit around taking pictures of each other all day long either, because I'm just not the picture taking of myself kind of guy. So that's me. But I mean, she's right. I mean, you gotta feed into some insecurities in a relationship if you were posting the homies or the friends, or you posting, you're a dude, you got a girl, and you're posting your homegirl, but you don't post your woman. Man, that's just red flags all the way around.
That's red flags. If you're with anyone who does that, and I'm sorry if I'm bursting some bubbles, but if you're with anyone and they do that, and their reason behind it is, I don't want people in our business.
But you take me.
But you want people in all other business, but not our business. What's the reason? Yeah. You know, are you keeping the door open for other things? Are you not necessarily wanting to say to the world that I'm taken? You know, you don't necessarily fall for that excuse, because if you are proud enough to share other great moments in your life with the world, why are you not proud enough to share me?
True. I agree.
So that's our take on social media and
trust and relationships, dealing with social media. What else you got? Shoot your shot.
Let's see what's next. What should be discussed before marriage?
Children. I think that's the main thing. I know things change in relationships. I mean, at one point in your life you may want this, the next point in your life you may want that, but children, that's a big one. You know, if you got one person who does want to start a family one day and have children, whether it's 1, 2, multiple, whatever the case, and then the other doesn't, that's going to be an issue. Because, I mean, you know, that's going to be a big issue. that's probably the main topic.
The family unit, you know, you guys should be on the same page, point blank, period. And it doesn't matter what it is, you know, it doesn't matter how you feel. There's someone else out there that feels the exact same way. So don't feel like you have to change your perspective or your wants because the person that you're with wants something else. You should always stay true to who you are. If you want children and your spouse doesn't, it probably ain't gonna work. And vice versa, if you just really don't feel like you're cut out to be a parent, but your significant other really does, it's probably not gonna work. You know, so you just have to stay true to whatever it is that you really want for a family unit and go with that, because that's something that once you have these children, you have these children. So don't ever jump into a situation and, you know, regret or end up regretting the decision that you made because you didn't stay true to yourself.
Yeah.
Anything else? Discussions before marriage?
Before marriage, I mean, children will be the main thing. I'd probably say
career
goals. I mean, even with career goals, things are fluid. I mean, things change. You may say you get together while you're in college and you got aspirations of being a teacher. But while you're in school, you know, you develop a culinary skill and you decide, hey, I want to be a chef. I mean, so things like that change. So I get that. But you have to have some goals in place and that each other are aware of, so that way you can kind of push one another and help each other.
Make sure you're at least moving in the same direction together.
So that's the thing. I mean, a lot of times people forget, you know, that's why it's funny. I always go back to like being a kid in team sports, because team sports teach you teamwork, whether you're in the football team, the basketball team, or whatever. It teaches you how to be a part of a unit, not an individual. So if you were in team sports and you're part of a team, then you really understand how to work as a team player, because you have to.
Is a team.
You got to carry your weight. They got to carry their weight. You all do it for the same collective goal. And in this case, in a relationship, the same goal is each other. It's the relationship. You want to build it, and you want it to stay strong, and you want it to prosper and go forward wherever it may go. So you want to you got to meet in the middle, man. You got to work as a team to make shit happen. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I think those are really the two things in terms of starting a family or marriage. You know, you want to have those discussions.
I'm not going to go into detail, but I will say your religious views should be that, I won't say they have to be the same, but you have to be able to respect your partner's views.
Yeah, that goes back to...
If you can't respect their religious views, no matter what they are, it's not going to work.
That goes back to, you know, the teamwork and meeting in the middle, 50-50. You know what I'm saying? I mean, your spouse may come from a deeply religious family that went to church 5-6 days a week, and you may not as a child, or
you don't have to agree with it, but you gotta respect.
You gotta respect it. I mean, you gotta kind of meet in the middle. If he or she wants you to go to church, you may not have to go to church 6 days, but go a couple days a week, and vice versa. That spouse who does want to go every day has to understand that, they don't want to do that, or they don't feel comfortable doing that. So let me meet them in the middle. Hey, babe, can you come with me on Sunday and Wednesday night for study, and you work with that, because it's a team. I mean, you're supposed to try to make one another happy. You know what I'm saying?
So all in all, I think before marriage, you really just have to make sure that each other are on the same page when it comes to the give and take that a relationship needs.
Yeah.
And that's with everything. There are things that you have to be willing to give to your partner, and there are things that you're going to have to be willing to take and to accept from your partner. And they have to do the exact same thing. Like you said, meet in the middle.
Gotta meet in the middle.
Next.
Shit, you got the questions.
Hey, I'm
Put
just
the same
making sure
post she put
that
up.
you
My shit came in dry. I think I got 2-3 questions.
You have some decent notes. You want some decent questions?
Nah, they were not decent. It was the same.
Your followers love you, boo.
Man, look here.
Deal breakers. Okay. Go ahead. What are your deal breakers? Relationship deal breakers. So I guess this will be more of a dating topic. You're out there on the market, fishing around, trying to see what you can find. You start learning things about a particular person. What is a deal breaker for you? Just say, nah, this ain't gonna work. I know it's been some ages, but back in the day when you were a player out there in Houston, you met a chick. What was a deal breaker?
I mean, it just depends on where you are in life. I mean, when you're 21, 22 years old, and say you meet somebody, it may be a deal breaker if you meet a girl and she has 3 kids, or you meet a guy, you're a lady, and you meet a guy and he has 3 baby mamas, or whatever the case may be. I can understand that being a deal breaker. But as you get older, and you're 30, you're 35, you're 40, you're 45, I mean, keep it 100. Your pickings are a little slimmer. You know what I'm saying? So you may come with all these deal breakers. Oh, well, I need this man with this college degree, and he has to make 6 figures. But your ass, you work at the call center, you make $10 an hour. You really need to slow down. Oh, I don't want a woman that got 3 kids. Yeah, but you got 2 baby mamas, bro. You need to slow down. You really can't have that deal breaker. You know what I'm saying? What are you offering? Because, I mean, I'm quite sure some of your flaws are a lot of other people's deal breakers as well. So, I mean, the deal breaker shit, like, when you're young, you can kind of be a little more expansive with your deal breakers and have a few more because you know what you want. But when you get older, I mean, the reality is you need to kind of cut that shit in half and cut the numbers in half. I mean,
consider what you're offering.
Yeah, you can't come out asking for the world when you offering, a swamp. You don't have much to offer, and you asking.
Damn, a swamp though. You shouldn't even be on the market if you offer.
You're asking for everything. He has to have this, and he has to have that, and I know what I deserve. But you don't really deserve shit. You deserve the job that you work at, what you got. You know what I'm saying? Have you worked for anything other than what you got? What do you deserve? I'm just saying. Everybody, I deserve this, but do you really, truly deserve that? Have you really, truly put in the work to get what you say that you deserve? Or are you just looking for a handout because you want somebody to give it to you? You don't deserve that shit. You ain't worked for it. You want it. Wants and what you deserve, 2 different things. Because what you deserve is really what you earn. Now, if you ain't earned it, then you don't deserve it. So you can sit here and say, I need this, I need him to have this. And, that's a deal breaker. You got 4 kids.
You ain't got no college degree.
But you went to the community college. No knock on that, but I'm just saying, you got to slow it down. The deal breaker thing, it just, hell, you're a deal breaker. Because we all have so many flaws. You know what I'm saying? We just don't look in the mirror enough to see the flaws. But we do. And I'm quite sure that you are littered with deal breakers for the masses. But they still going to accept your ass because that's just stupid. I don't know.
Okay, for me, let's think. Deal breakers.
You got lucky, so it could have been.
What's up?
Blessed up.
When I was dating, I would say that for those of you who don't know, I do have a daughter. She is not his biological daughter. So when I was dating and I had a small child, a deal breaker for me, a big one, was that particular man's, I would say, his interaction or his influence on my child. He could be a great man, you know, offer me the world, be, you know, charismatic, best personality, just an all-around great person. But if I believe that his influence on my child will be negative in any way, shape, or form, then I can't. Because at the end of the day, I'm a package deal. And there are a lot of beautiful package deals out there. You know, you guys, a lot of us are or were single parents. And when you get on the dating or into the dating market, you have to present yourself as a package deal. You know, there are going to be people that come around that you are very interested in. And they can be amazing people, but they're not only going to be entering your life, they're going to be entering your child's life as well. And if they're not going to benefit your child in a way that you see appropriate, what's the point? You can't be selfish and say, I want this man, I want this woman, and not expect there to be a healthy relationship between that person and your child. You know? So that was a major deal breaker for me because, again, at the end of the day, my child was the most important thing to me and still is. So I have to ensure that whatever adults I have around her are going to present themselves in a way that I want her to aspire to. Whatever it is, no matter what it has to do with. Deal breaker number 2. Oh, I have to be able to feel 100% myself with you. I've allowed my true self to take a back seat in past relationships due to just, you know, being too shy to speak up for myself and for the things that I truly wanted, or maybe not necessarily knowing who I truly was at the time. So in the dating world, for me, I would say if I'm with you or around you and I feel myself having to put on a mask or having to hide certain things about myself that I'm passionate about, or having to just kind of fake the funk a little bit with you, it ain't gonna work. Because at the end of the day, the most important relationship you're ever gonna have is a relationship with yourself. And if you can't be yourself 100% with somebody, it may feel good right now, but eventually you're gonna have enough. You're gonna start to resent that person, and that never ends out good. So yeah, I gotta feel myself with you.
That's still working. What else you got?
Let's see. Okay. Ooh. How to disarm an argument before it starts.
Let her win.
Boy, stop. You don't let me win like majority
Happy
of the
wife,
time.
happy life. Let her win. It's over. Done. Next
You
one.
a
Let's
lie.
go.
Anyway.
That shit real easy. You know what I'm saying? Just let her win. Cause you know you right.
Don't fake it.
You know you right. You know she wrong. But if you let her win, then you win in the end.
All right, bet. Let's
Trust me.
keep the same energy.
Trust me. Let her
Moving
win.
forward.
You win in the end.
But no, on this is funny because when I was single way back in the day, one of my good friends who's been married for a very long time, she used to tell me, or she told me once before, and I remember it to this day. She's like, you just got to pick your battles. It's not always, you know, it's not always that serious. Sometimes you have to look at the issue at hand, and if the topic is not that extreme, just let it go. You know, you don't always have to be right. You don't always have to get the last word. You don't always have to have the upper hand in every situation.
Especially when you know you're right. Like in my case, when I'm right 100% of the time, you pick your battles and you just let them win. So you win in the end. Trust me.
Moving on.
Nah, man. I mean, that's right there. You got to pick your battles. It's a give and take. It's 50-50. People just constantly forget that. It's a relationship. It's a partnership. It's a deal. It's teamwork. It's 50-50. You know.
Now, granted, if it's something that you feel extremely passionate about, speak your mind. Let them know exactly how you feel. Don't hold it in, because again, it's just gonna cause you to resent that person. Always speak how you truly feel, and hopefully, the two of you have the type of communication that it takes in order to move forward past a disagreement. You have to be open with one another. Let each other know how you feel. Let them know how you feel about this particular topic, and find a solution. That's the thing. A lot of the times we like to talk about what is bothering us, but we have no idea how to solve it. So present to your partner, I don't feel comfortable about this, or this makes me feel this way. How about XYZ? Give someone a solution, because sometimes they might not even know a solution themselves, So if you can provide the reason behind something not agreeing with you, or you not agreeing with it, and then also present them with a solution, chances are you guys will be able to move past the situation in a healthy manner. But again, that all just boils down to communication.
Let them win.
Anyway, he lied to y'all. So next question. What habits and ways of supporting each other are important when you have different meal plans and fitness goals? I knew the fitness questions were going to come through. And that's cool, because that's our lifestyle, So, go ahead.
Man, it's funny, because I get this question a lot. Cassie asked me, man, Cliff, my girl, she just had a baby, man, and I want to get back in the gym, and I'm looking at her, and I want her to get in the gym with me too, but, she doesn't like to work out, or she doesn't do this. Well, find out what she does like about the gym or working out, and do it with her. You gotta, that's really what it is. Like, if you got a significant other that's eating a certain diet for whatever it is, bro, it's teamwork. Eat that shit too. You know what I'm saying? Double up on the servings for yourself. Do what you gotta do to help them. You know what I'm saying?
And the opposite. For example, when I was in the middle of my prep and I was eating very clean, a very structured diet on a day-to-day.
Yeah.
I won't necessarily expect him to go as hard as I was, but what I did expect was for him to not indulge in front of me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that I have these goals and I'm trying to accomplish something. Like, a lot of y'all have fitness goals. You want to lose weight, you want to build muscle, so you're trying to stick to a particular plan. Your partner should at least respect the fact that you are working towards your goal, and kind of leave some stuff in the background, like not put it in your face. Don't bring the Krispy Kreme the house when
Bro,
I'm over here eating egg whites and oatmeal. You know what I mean?
You make that pit stop at Whataburger and you eat your burger in the garage.
Like, don't put it in my face.
And you bring up the kale salad for your lady.
You
That's what you do. And vice versa. Your man trying to cut back on the carbs, get the six pack for the summer. Then you know what? Eat your donuts when you drop the little one off at school, but you come back with a protein shake for him. You know what I'm saying? And just meet it. I don't know, man. It's fucking teamwork. That's really what a relationship is. A team. It's teamwork. In our case, I'm the quarterback, or she's the quarterback. It don't really fucking matter what position you play, but we're in the same team. Quarterback, receiver. I'm throwing the pass and she catching them. You know what I'm saying? She's the quarterback. I'm the receiver. She's throwing them. I'm catching. But we're in the same team. It's the point guard and two guard. I'm dishing the dime. She's shooting the jumper. Boom. Teamwork. That's the way it works. We meet in the middle. We make it work. We help each other. You know what I'm saying? In our case with the diet shit, we got a 12-year-old at the house. Do you think that I'm going to make the 12-year-old sit around and eat the same shit that we're eating? No. She's going to eat things which 12-year-olds like to eat. And that's what she does. But even with that, we've taught her to kind of, she cares enough about her parents to know that they're on this type of diet, or mommy does this, you know what I'm saying? Or Cliff eats like this. So, even with her snacks, you know what I'm saying? It's in the middle. I'm not going to deprive her from her childhood and say, oh, you got to eat this. But at the same time, she knows, okay, I'm going to eat this here, and mommy, you guys, I'm going to try that out. Let me get some salmon. That's the way it works. It's a lot easier than what you make it. The problem is people tend to be a little too selfish or so concerned with themselves and what they want at the moment that's the issue. It's the selfishness. When you love somebody, man, the selfishness should go out the window. You love them too. You know what I'm saying? So you need to become a little bit more selfless and think about others. Put others in your shoes. Put yourself in their shoes and try to make it work. You know what I'm saying? Try to work it, and that's really what it is.
And you can prepare your foods differently. Whenever I'm on a very particular diet, I'll prep my food one way, and then I'll prepare their food differently.
Yeah.
I'll add in additional, sides or additional things that they can consume at the time. Maybe I can't. So it takes a little bit of effort when the two of you are not on the same fitness plan, but it's not impossible.
It ain't impossible.
And even in the gym, it's the same thing. If your woman or your man is just not as physically active as you would like them to be, and you are, find a fun way to kind of incorporate them.
That's it.
Find something that they like and join them. That way you can say, hey babe, we went to this salsa class thing for you.
Spin class.
How about next week we go to the hiking event on Saturday or something like that. Typically, when you do for someone, they feel more inclined to do for you. Especially if you're in a relationship. They might push and pull, but they'll be like, okay, fine. And who knows, they might actually like it. But they are going to want to see your effort in it too. If the two of you go to the gym together, spot her, push her, be there, coach her, encourage her. A lot of the times I see people in the gym, they don't really know what they're doing. But at least if you have each other and you're over there hyping each other up, pushing each other, encouraging each other, chances are, they're going to do a lot better than they would have if they were there by themselves.
It's just that. You ain't not doing it together. And that shit counts. That's what matters. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she may not want to go to the gym, but a man does. And he got her in the gym and he's in there with her. He's not just... she on her own looking lost, you know what I'm saying? Can't wait to get out that motherfucker. They together, helping each other, encouraging one another. That's what it's about. I mean, you can't be selfish in this relationship shit. That's the gist of it all. It's a fucking team. You know what I'm saying? It's meeting in the middle. It's 50-50, halfway. That's what it is.
And that's kind of been the whole idea, honestly, behind every single question that has been asked. It's each person understanding that a relationship is a team. Yeah. It's a partnership, If your significant other feels a certain way about something, what can you do to make them feel better? Exact same thing. If they're on a particular path, what can you do to encourage that they stick to it? If it's something that you really know they want. You have to speak life into your partner. Too often, we like to dig into our partner about what upsets us, what we don't like, what they doing that's wrong, that makes us uncomfortable. That right there is a me. I don't like what you're doing. I don't feel comfortable about this. You need to do more. You need to do better. Things of that nature. Instead, flip it, How can I help you do something else? Are you comfortable with this particular, the life that we've built for each other? How can we change it? You got to turn the me into a we. That's our 5.
I mean, that's just,
We got a lot. We have 5. A lot more, but
we're starting with 5.
We're gonna keep it nice, short, and sweet for this first go round. And of course, each of these topics can be. We can dive a lot deeper with each particular one. We're trying not to go too far into detail with each one and have you sit here for an hour and a half. But, you can always ask more questions. You can comment below. Let us know.
If you got questions, go ahead and comment below. Ask the questions below. I mean, you can ask them on the YouTube. Go to the Instagram. It's at @TheClipToGive or at Teon, or even our at TrainLikeTay or training page. And just drop a message. Let us know you got questions for next time. And we'll put them together, put the list together, and get to it. I mean, that's just the first time. What do you call it? A test run, because no matter how well or how bad it may do, the shit gonna keep going. So, get used to it. So, I mean, but if you have the questions, then go ahead and ask the questions. Shoot your shot. We'll answer. It's like that Future Kelly Rowland song. You got all the questions, but I got all the answers.
Oh, Lord.
I'm just don't have all the answers, but I mean, I think we're a decent couple.
We're just here to shed some light on some of the things that we've been through, what we've gone through, Because, you know, as much as we like to believe that relationships are easy, they're not. You know, you're going to go through your ups and downs like we have. You're going to go through times in which you don't want to do it anymore like we have. You're going to want to, you know, you're not always going to like you I almost cursed you out. You're not always going to like your significant other.
I didn't like her yesterday. But we
Yeah,
cool
I didn't
today.
like you last Wednesday. But, you know, you work your way through it, because at the end of the day, you have to look at the situation at hand and say, is all of this drama worth this? You know? And most of the time, it's not. So, you know, we're excited to be here. We're excited to continue this dialogue with you guys and just kind of shed some light on what we've been through and what our experiences have been through this long journey from Houston to LA. So I hope you guys tune in next time. And again, like I said, leave some comments, you know, ask some questions. Let us know what it is that you really want to hear.
I think what they say is, you know, hit the subscribe button, you know, like the video, drop a comment, tag a friend. So like, share, subscribe, tag, follow, all that good shit, whatever it is that you're supposed to do, just go ahead and do it, you know what I'm saying? And we'll keep the good shit popping. I mean, like I said, this is her page. I'm just a guest on this episode, which will be a weekly thing. But we're also going to take control of her page and get it going. So, I mean, there'll be more, you know, fitness-related topics, workouts,
Nutrition,
you know what I'm saying, nutrition, just different things to
everything
to
health related. That's kind of what my page is about. It's not just fitness, it's just not nutrition, it's relationship, it's mental health, spiritual health, emotional, just everything. Because that's where I'm at right now in my life, and if I could help shed some light on any of these topics for any of you, then hey, you know, I'm happy.
Ain't that right?
All right, y'all.
Peace.